So this is my review of my 2013 Ford Taurus. I bought it about 7 months ago, and I finally got around to doing a review for it. So I'm just going to do a quick walk around here. And I'll show the back here once I open the trunk. So we're on the inside here, and you can see that this one's all leather. Which is a good and bad thing, and I can explain that in a couple minutes here. The Limited, at least my version, came with the wood grain embedded in the door panels and on the dashboard. One of my favorite parts of this vehicle is that I've never had anything digital. I went from an old F-150 to an old Mustang to this, and this huge screen, you have so many different options, settings, climate control and entertainment control. You can click on that, you can adjust however you want it. And then in settings, just the basics like clock, sound and display. And one cool thing that I like is the vehicle setting where you got ambient lighting. You can actually choose any of these colors. Let's go with blue, and we'll turn the lights on here. Not quite sure if you can see that down there. It is daylight out, so you probably can't see it. A little bit on my foot right there. This vehicle is pretty big, and it does offer quite a bit of storage just in the inside. It's not much compared to a lot of mid-size cars, at least in the inside. But the trunk is gigantic, and I'll show you that. Now, I mentioned the leather being good and bad. I love it just because of the appearance. It makes it look like a luxury vehicle. On the downside, we do have a dog, and obviously that's nothing against the car, but it attracts hair really easily. And with our dog that sheds quite a bit, it's pretty much a no-no riding in this vehicle. So we try to ride in my wife's vehicle as much as possible. Now up in the front here, we have some different options. I can go out, trip 1 or 2. It shows my miles per gallon, how many miles it was. Those hours are off, but the mileage is pretty much spot on. We only use this vehicle for long trips, pretty much. And then you could display however you want. I always choose this one just because I like to know how many miles I have left. And it also shows your mile per gallon, and you can do it based on the last 30 minutes, and it does it in increments, I believe, of every 5 or 6 minutes. Right now there's no bars up there, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'd imagine it's every 5 minutes. And on here you can set it as your compass, or you can set it as something else. I just keep it on the compass because, I don't know, there's nothing else really looks as good. I have my phone right there. It doesn't really look fun. And then entertainment, it just shows the same thing that's on this screen. So I just keep it on the compass. And a lot of the vehicles are getting these now, but the visors do extend. So that is one of my favorite features as well, because like I said, we do take those long drives, and on the West Coast the sun can be pretty rough. On the steering wheel, you do have all the controls that you'll need. These are for cruise control. These are for the options on the left that I just showed you, and these are for the options on the right that I just showed you. And then over here, just the volume changer, station changer, and to answer a call or hang up. It helps me out a lot because my wife calls me quite a bit when I'm in my vehicle. So I don't have to reach over here, because you can also answer from over there. And I don't have to grab my phone either. And with that, your phone does connect via Bluetooth automatically, or you can connect it with your cord. I connect it with the cord anyway, just because I like it to be charged. And I mentioned the ambient lighting a little bit earlier. You'll notice that there's, let me get in here. You'll notice that there's this little light strip right here, as well as right there. And it's in pretty much all of the compartments there, as well as the door compartments and underneath the seats. Obviously, that's where you saw it earlier. One of my other favorite parts of this vehicle is its storage in the back. It is gigantic. I try to put this in here to give it justice, but that's a full-size Christmas bag, and you could probably fit probably like 5 or 6 baby carriages in here if you wanted to. But it does make the inside a little bit smaller, although in the back the legroom is pretty good. And this is the view from the back. So I got this vehicle because we moved to a bigger city and I was driving my truck, so I figured I'd trade that in for this. And when we moved here, I learned that it wasn't as bad as New York. I didn't live in the city, so if anyone is watching, I wasn't in the city, so traffic wasn't bad where I was at. I was just concerned about miles per gallon, plus my truck was starting to poop the bed. And it grabbed my eyes when I saw it advertised all black. I just liked the paint scheme of it. And I read up on it. The one bad thing about Ford Tauruses are that they start out high. Actually, they're priced fairly high, but they depreciate very quick. I think I was looking at a 2015, and it was literally half the price in 2016. So that's quite a difference. So I'd say the pros of this Ford Taurus, the 2013 limited edition, is that its appeal is just amazing, inside and out. I had the choice of a couple different colors on the outside, but I chose the black just because I like all black. And a couple other pros of it are its acceleration is ridiculous. It shoots off crazy, and I'm not one who speeds or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And my wife's Ford Taurus and my old F-150 were really bad at accelerating. And I believe I said my wife has a Ford Focus. I don't know if I said that or Taurus. She has a Ford Focus, but that actually, you have to wait 1 or 2 seconds before it even engages into your acceleration. And this has really good acceleration. It does also have the keypad on the side if you don't have your keys with you, or if you just need to get in your car really quick and you don't have your keys. So reasons to buy this vehicle, like I said, the appeal. All other inside, like I said, I like the acceleration, and in my opinion it's just as luxurious as a lot of the new Mercedes or Lexuses out there, except for the super expensive models. That screen is huge in there, and my wife's all about the silver and the chrome and everything like that. It looks just as good inside and out.